What's up guys, welcome back to another reaction video. Today's reaction video is 5 reasons why you shouldn't mess with the USA. I wasn't going to do this reaction because I had seen it pop up on my feed by other reactors. However, you guys wanted it, so I'm going to do it. Apologies if you've already seen this video guys, I know it has been going around, but it got suggested to me and I'm very intrigued anyway, and that's why I do this, because I want to learn about the US and watch these very intriguing videos. That's the whole reason we do these reactions, so I'm going to do it anyway today. Hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Let's try and hit 100 likes on this reaction video. Let's try and hit as many subs as possible. I think we're getting close to 6k, so hit that subscribe button if you're new around it. I'd seriously appreciate it. Honestly, it makes my day whether I get a like, a comment. A comment's the main one because it's interaction, and I try, at least if you comment within the first 24 hours, there's a 90% chance I will get around to your comment, guys. I try my best. Some days I'm too busy because I do work 8 while half 5 every single day, or trying to get these 2 videos out, but I try my best because the whole point we do this is me learning, you guys hopefully enjoying. That's the main thing, hopefully enjoying and interacting with me, and I get to learn a bit about you guys, a bit more about the US, and I really enjoy this format we have going. So comment below guys, let me know. We'll find out what we need to comment about in this video. I know the US Army is absolutely mental. We've done a few military comparisons on them and it's absolutely insane, so hopefully it doesn't go down that route too much and it's the same, but we'll see. Let's get straight into it guys. Let's see what we got.
The collapse of the Soviet Union in the early 90s left the United States as the sole superpower in the world, and it's never looked back. In all aspects of the world, the United States is indeed a superpower, especially when it comes to its military might, which is unsurpassable in its strength, technological superiority, operational capabilities, and power projection across the globe.
Awesome.
In this video, we'll take a look at the 5 top reasons why you wouldn't want to go against the US military establishment. The United States...
Yeah, before we get into it, this video is going to be sick. I can already tell. I'm so glad I've reacted to this, even if there's not many people watching it because I've already seen it. I'm already so glad. Let's go.
Air Force is the strongest in the world, not only in the number of operational aircraft, but also in technological superiority. The country currently operates a total of over 15,000 military aircraft, combining all the branches of the military service, including the US Navy, US Army, Coast Guard, and the US Marines. As of 2017, the US Air Force alone has a fleet of over 5,300 aircraft, 406 intercontinental ballistic missiles, and 170 military satellites, greater than any other country in the world. The USA...
That's not a surprise though, is it? Obviously they're just dominating everyone else in the military aspect. And you know, good job with allies, you know, you can sort a British guy out. I like it, you know. I like it.
Has the largest number of stealth aircraft designed to be silent killers and untrackable by the radar defense systems of most countries in the world. Some of these stealth aircraft include air superiority fighters, such as the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter, heavy bombers, such as the B-2 Spirit. In fact, the United States pioneered this technology in the 1980s with the introduction of the F-117 Nighthawk stealth attack aircraft. Stealth aircraft
technology these days, it's mental.
Aircraft are designed to avoid detection using a variety of technologies that reduce radar reflection from ground, sea, or air-based radar antennas, thereby reducing its radar cross-section, or RCS. This revolutionary technology allows a 5th-generation aircraft, such as the F-22 Raptor, with a max takeoff weight of 83,500 pounds, to have a radar cross-section of just 0.0001 meters squared, about the size of a bumblebee.
That is incredible. That honestly is incredible. What modern technology can do is insane.
What's more insane is that the massive B-2 bomber also has the same radar cross-section as the F-22 Raptor. Thus, it becomes extremely difficult to track stealth aircraft. Even if the enemy spots them on their radar scopes, it's a whole other story to successfully track them and register a missile kill. The whole idea behind this technology is to break the chain in which a conventional surface-to-air missile defense system works. It's the same reason countries like China and Russia are also hard at developing their own stealth fighter, the Chengdu J-20, and the Sukhoi Su-57, respectively.
They look pretty badass as well.
These aircraft will allow the US Air Force to assert its air superiority over any battlefield of the future. And we all know that control of these skies is the biggest decider in any war.
100%. But they also have control in every other aspect as well. So it doesn't even matter if they've got the sky, they've got everywhere else.
The next reason why any country going to war with the US military should think twice is because of the strength of the US Navy and its dominance over the world's ocean, especially the Navy's supercarriers. The US Navy currently operates 11 nuclear-powered Nimitz-class supercarriers, which is the largest aircraft carrier fleet in the world. The only Navy that can come close in terms of technological advancement is probably the Royal Navy of the United Kingdom, but they only have 2 operational carriers. The Nimitz...
We've only got 2, but you know what? It's nice. We've got a little shout out. That doesn't happen often in these military videos, because at the end of the day, we're a small nation compared. Good job we got our allies, but let's go. We're in there. Let's go.
Class of carriers has a displacement of over 100,000 tons and can carry a complement of up to 70 aircraft.
Wow.
They're literally a floating small town in the ocean with its own airport.
That's incredible,
The
man.
Nimitz-class carriers in themselves are extremely potent offensive weapons, but the way they operate in what is called the carrier strike groups makes these ships even more deadly. A carrier seldom deploys alone. There are always a fleet of surface and underwater assets surrounding them and forming a strike group. These include guided missile cruisers, a destroyer squadron, attack submarines, and other support vessels. Together, they project the power of the carrier and at the center of the group forward towards the enemy.
Look at that sight, though. Like, if you're the enemy and you're looking at that sight, like, you're thinking, okay, there's one with probably about 70 planes on there, or jets. And then there's probably about another 20 behind it, all ready to destroy you as well. Submarines. Like, what can you do? You look at that and you think, we're screwed. Like, we need to do is run.
Group forward towards the enemy. While the carrier is carrying out its offensive role with the use of its air wing, the other ships are responsible to protect its flanks against any enemy attack. This combination of offensive and defensive strategy makes the US carrier strike group almost impenetrable. The United States Navy maintains 9 such carrier strike groups, 8 of which are based in the United States and 1 that's forward deployed to Japan. For over 50 years, this has been the principal element of US power protection, and the Nimitz class of supercarriers are at the center of it all.
That's cool to see.
Despite this, the US is currently in the process of developing a new class of carriers called the Gerald R. Ford class, intended to replace the Nimitz class ships. This new supercarrier will be even more technologically advanced and is expected to continue US dominance of the oceans well into the late 21st century.
You're already dominating. Why not just, I suppose, when you're on top, you got to keep going to stay on top, and that's what the US are doing. They're pumping millions and millions and millions, trillions, to stay on top. And yeah, no one's winning in a war against them. I guess the whole thing is about the nuclear stuff, though. Potentially, it doesn't really matter because of nuclear, but let me know in the comments, guys. I'm not that informed on a lot of this stuff, so I appreciate if you let me know.
The third reason why you shouldn't fight the US military is their massive stockpile of nuclear and conventional intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs. The ICBM plays the role of the land leg in the US nuclear triad, along with the Trident submarine-launched ballistic missile, SLBM, and nuclear warheads carried on long-range strategic bombers. ICBMs are launched from ground-based missile silos, achieving high suborbital spaceflight, approximately 1,000 miles above the surface of the Earth. The body of the missile then separates from the warhead, which re-enters the atmosphere and free falls to the assigned target at hypersonic speeds. The US military currently operates 400 ICBMs from its base in Wyoming, Montana, and North Dakota. Man. The LGM-30G Minuteman III is the only type of ICBM that is currently operational in the US. The Minuteman III family of ICBMs were first developed in the 1960s as a response to the Soviet nuclear threat. Throughout the Cold War and beyond, these missiles have undergone constant modernization. In the last decade alone, the US military has undertaken $7 billion worth of upgrades. The rocket propulsion engines, the propellants used, the guidance system, and even the flight control surfaces have all been refurbished.
$7 billion for a missile. And that just shows, you know, end of the day, it's protection. I completely get it. I'm not judging one bit. I wish the UK had such amazing technology. But, wow, that is incredible, man. And that's how you get an updated missile to be the best in the world. You just pump money and money and money into it, man.
The upgraded missiles are completely different from its 1960s counterparts, except for the shell. These state-of-the-art improvements and modernization programs have kept the Minuteman III system operational for over 50 years, with improved reliability, that supports the missile's remarkable 99% alert rate.
Wow.
The latest versions of the missiles have a range of over 8,000 miles, which is greater than the diameter of the Earth at 7,917.5
You're sorted,
miles.
man. You're sorted.
They can carry multiple 330 kiloton nuclear warheads, which is 20 times greater than the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Not only that, each of these warheads can be assigned to different targets independently. The technology is called Multiple Independently Targetable Re-Entry Vehicle, or MIRV, and was first developed for the Minuteman III family of missiles. So any country messing with the United States will have to deal with this awesome arsenal of firepower, which can be launched at a moment's notice.
Just don't mess with the US. Again, we're friends, we're friends, Even if you guys start fighting with the UK, just remember Beasley. I'll come over, a few of you guys, you seem pretty sound, hook me up, and I'll just become a US citizen, It sounds good. They're trying to get us to pay US tax. I could be a US citizen. Let me know in the comments, guys, if that sounds good. I imagine we'll stay allies, though. We're not going to mess with you, and never ever mess with the US. This is too brutal.
If it weren't the Icbms or the stealth fighters raining fire down on you, it would be precision-guided munitions, or better known as smart bombs, or PGMs instead.
Okay.
This is another big reason why not messing with the US military is a good idea. All branches of the US military use smart bombs in some forms or the other. These weapon systems are designed to be precise and hit a specific target with maximum efficiency. These bombs are so effective that during the First Gulf War, PGMs comprised only 9% of weapons fired, but accounted for 75% of all successful hits.
Wow.
Since then, for the US military at least, the days of normal artillery shells and unguided bombs are long gone. Now,
yeah, who needs unguided shells when you can literally just pick a point and go, yeah, miss out there you go, boom, dead. Let's move on to the next one. That's insane.
The military uses PGMs from air, ground, and sea. Precision-guided munitions come in various forms and use different kinds of technologies to achieve precise hits. A large majority of PGMs use the Global Positioning System, or GPS, of satellites to guide their trajectory to target. However, sometimes this becomes a problem, as GPS coverage is not always reliably available everywhere across the globe, or bad weather conditions can hinder operations.
Especially in the US.
The Office of Naval Research, the Naval Surface Warfare Center, and the Army Research Laboratory have all coordinated to develop the first ever artillery-fired smart munition that will not use GPS guidance.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool.
The project is known as Moving Target Artillery Round, or MTAR for short. The MTAR shell can be guided onto stationary as well as moving targets in both land and sea, using a combination of guidance technology. The best part is that these shells can be fired from the existing M777A2 155mm towed howitzer and the M109A7 Paladin Integrated Management self-propelled 155mm artillery systems already in use by the US military. The shells will also feature an extended range of 40 to 60 miles using rocket boosters to propel them. Once finished, it will afford the US military another potent weapon system that outclasses others around the world.
Yeah, this is insane. This is actually insane. I'm glad we've done this video because it goes into depth. Like, we hear the numbers on the other videos, but this goes into depth, explaining stuff, and holy... Technology these days is mad, especially in the US when you're pumping millions and trillions of dollars. Oh, yo... Yeah, this is so good. This is such a good video. Check this video out. The link will be in the description. I'm absolutely amazed, and no way in hell I'm messing with you guys, I'm never making a bad comment about the US again. In any of my reaction videos, all you're going to have is me thumbs up, smiling at the camera. Yep, I love that. Yeah, clam chowder. That looks beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, it looks horrible, but I'm not gonna say it anymore. I ain't messing with the US one bit.
Lastly, the fifth and final reason why you shouldn't fight the US military is drones. We're all familiar with what an unmanned aerial vehicle or drone is and what it's supposed to do. But in recent years, the usability of UAVs are steadily increasing to encompass all spheres of military operations, and the US military is the pioneering spirit behind it. At first, used only for surveillance missions, drones were quickly weaponized after the 9/11 attacks and have been extensively used by the US military in the war against terror as an offensive weapon platform. It's forecasted that over the next decades, the US is in line to purchase over 1,000 combat drones of various classifications. Some of them, like the Lockheed Martin RQ-170
Yeah, that doesn't look like a drone, that looks like a bomber. Holy!
And the Boeing MQ-25 Stingray are already in the final stages of development, and once finished, will provide the US military with state-of-the-art platforms capable of multi-role operations, ranging from attack missions to aerial refueling.
Incredible,
Drone
man.
technology has reached such heights today that a single UAV can loiter miles above the surface of the Earth for hours, waiting for the target to show its head and sticking with impunity. This capability will allow all the services under the US military to reduce its dependency on manned platforms, thereby reducing the risks during future combat operations. These 5 weapon systems make the US military extremely dangerous for any adversary looking to get into a conflict with them. In a conventional warfare setting, it's almost impossible to beat the US military machine.
Pretty much.
That's why modern enemies of the United States are employing more and more asymmetric warfare strategies against the mighty US military. Despite that, the US military juggernaut is hands down the most powerful military complex in the world today, and probably will be for decades to come. That's all we have for you today, folks. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you liked the video and want to stay up to date on cool military stuff like this, then click the subscribe button and also click the notification bell.
Do the same for my channel, guys, and go and check. I believe it's Destiny. Go and check them out. This was an insane video. Like, high quality video. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and hopefully not too many of you guys had seen it before. Or if you just like a BZ reaction, you may just watch it anyway. And you guys are the real legends. The ones who just like a BZ reaction and click it no matter what. You're the real legends. Everyone else who's checking this video out are also legends. I seriously appreciate it. But holy, this is world dominance at its finest. The US, it's incredible, isn't it? It really is incredible. I need to get myself a US citizenship, just in case it hits for fun. You know what I mean? I think you guys all out. But let me know in the comments, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know what else you want me to react to. Whether it's more Destiny stuff, maybe it's more Lost in the Pond, or maybe Walter's World and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments, guys. I do one sport and one general reaction every single day while working 8 while half 5. So I am grinding. So I'd really appreciate hitting that subscribe button. Let's try and hit 100 likes on this general reaction videos and have a fantastic day. Peace.